Pearce, thanks for coming on the show, Touk's Talks.
Thanks for having me, Tuggy.
Yeah, first of second season, see how we go. Hopefully it's alright. Yeah. First question for you, mate. Playing your 150th game coming up. Did you ever expect to reach this milestone? Was it?
Probably not at the start. I think coming over, I had a 2-year contract, and it was more of go over, enjoy yourself, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then you can come home, go back to university. And so initially, I didn't think so, but then obviously as I went on, and I definitely saw myself. I'd love to get to the 200 mark, but there's been a few more injuries along the way, unfortunately. But yeah, 150 is still a good achievement, so I'm pretty happy to be reaching it.
Well, on that, because you did come, I've got down here like just about how you came over here. Like, what kind of inspired you to come over to Australia and play footy?
I guess same as anyone growing up, wanted to be a professional footballer, but Gaelic football doesn't pay you, so it's completely amateur. And the only thing you get for free is the meals after training. So the thought of getting paid to play sport, even though it was different, but they're very similar.
Yep.
And then obviously Touk Miller and Marty Clark was doing well at the time, so I was obviously knew it was an avenue I could take and potentially make a career in the AFL. So when the Brisbane Lions came over, I was open to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What was it like when you were growing up? Did you play Gaelic football? Do you play as a junior? Is that how it works? You play Gaelic football as a junior and then you similar to AFL?
So yeah, it's similar. I think you start under 8, so it's like similar to AFL here.
Yeah.
With odds kick, so you just go to your local club. You play under 8s, under 10s, 12s, 14s, and then up along the way. And but I was soccer as well growing up, so I was probably preferred soccer.
Yeah.
Played the two of them, and then our field in soccer was owned by the council, and they decided to put housing estates on it.
Are you kidding?
So I had to travel to play soccer, and then Gaelic kind of just took over because it was getting more serious as I got older, and I was good at it, so I had to be a bit more committed. So then Gaelic took over, and that's how I ended up.
Yeah, coming around.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. You began your journey in 2008. Did you have many goals coming here? Was it more just to, like you said before, come and test it out and see how it was, or did you have aspirations for it to, play for a long period of time? Was it?
Yeah, not really. It was just to go over and have a dip pretty much, and I did have aspirations. I wanted to be the quickest Irishman to debut. That's probably the only one I had. And I did come close, but then I injured my hamstring in my first year, and I was out for 10 weeks. But I was doing okay, so I possibly could have debuted sooner. But
who did have that? Who was
I think Marty Clark took it. I think he was round 10.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was round 5. I was nearly put in for round 5, and then they were like 1 or 2 more weeks, and then in that game I did a 10-week hammy, so sent me back a wall.
Yeah. Oh no, that's awesome. You've probably had a bit of a difficult run, like you mentioned before, with a few injuries. Have you found that's probably been the hardest part for your footy so far in terms of your AFL career so far?
Yeah, definitely. They've been tough. The injuries. The hardest thing probably coming to the Gold Coast was being injured.
Yep.
Obviously went home for family reasons, and then came back and managed to injure my heel. I had a bruised heel, which you wouldn't hear, which doesn't happen too often. I was kind of like, I'm out of luck here. But definitely being at the Gold Coast, you want to prove yourself, new club, and but I couldn't do that because I was injured so much. So that's why it's nice. Playing good footy to start the year and being fit and fresh, but yeah, injuries definitely they're part and part of the parcel. But I think definitely the Gold Coast has been tougher, but Brisbane had a good run of games. So
yeah, definitely. You talk about your family, because you've definitely got a different setup to a lot of people in terms of your family's over in Ireland. How do you find that? Is it because you have gone back? You've been back over Christmas time to see them, and but yeah, your setup's definitely unique to most.
Yeah, it is. So I've got, obviously, majority are back home. I've got a brother in the States and a sister in England. Keane was here, but he had a lot of injuries as well, and then homesickness came on top of that, so he went home. So yeah, it's kind of similar to people move away from home all the time. So it is the other side of the world. It's not as easy to take a short flight, but mum and dad come out. They've come out a few times, and so is family, and I get home most years, so you just look forward to that. And once you book your flights, it's just the air of excitement around going home and knowing you're going to be in the pub drinking Guinness with dad and my brothers, and then going home to mum cooking amazing meals and proper Irish stew. It's amazing. So
I can't say I've never been to Ireland. It's definitely been on the list. I think I don't know when I'll get over there, but I mean it's supposed to be an amazing place from what I've heard. So
it's definitely put on the bucket list. It's good fun. Good place to travel to.
Yeah, 100%. Now, actually, on Ireland, we do know your idol, Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
He's one of your sporting idols. Why is that? Is it just because he's Irish, or is it because...
the fact that he's... not that he's Irish. I think the fact that he's Irish is just cool. He's come from this tiny little country and he's one of the biggest stars on the planet. I wouldn't say his most recent stuff is the stuff I idolise. I think his story from when he first started to when he won the UFC title is amazing, and there's so many kind of videos that I look back on as I just find it inspirational, just his drive and his work ethic, just everything. But obviously now he's made it and he's got a lot of money, and just there's a lot of drama and stuff that goes along with it that he uses just to pump himself up. He's a businessman now, so obviously the stuff he does now doesn't really inspire me, but don't want to make your own wine company. Sure. I wouldn't mind having my own whiskey company. He's taken that. He's got the rosé, so maybe I might do a new form of Guinness or something. I don't know, but his early stuff definitely did inspire me, and just the fact that he was Irish is a bonus.
Yeah, 100%. If you could meet him, what would be the first thing you say to him, you reckon?
I've never thought about that. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, it would be, if I got thrown that question, I'd probably wouldn't say much. I'd probably be a hello, and probably wouldn't give me much time of day. But
I'd imagine if he was forced into it, I'd be like, let's crack open a bottle of the Irish 12 and have a proper chat. But I don't know what I'd say to him.
That'd be the best way to get the lips moving, I reckon.
Get
something like that happening. Last question for me, man. Does it give you pride to represent Ireland every day? Like, you're one of many, not one of many that has that comes from there, but especially in AFL, and I guess you're representing on more of like a personal level as well. So
absolutely. And while the games are on like in the early hours, so it's hard to watch, but I've got a lot of friends and family that all stay up and watch it. They follow if they don't watch it, they follow the stats. So they're always checking in. They're very patriotic, the Irish, and they love following my career, and they're super excited with how we've started. So I'm getting lots of messages, and then obviously the rest of the Irish boys in the comp, we stay in touch, and it's definitely because we are so far away. There's only a few of us. It's great to kind of fly the flag for Ireland.
Super. Oh, thanks for coming on the show, mate. Hopefully it wasn't too hard. Any questions?
I enjoyed that.
Super. Thanks, you very much,
man.
Appreciate it.